Cutting and Burning Large Fallen Limbs. William Hovey Smith, 2011.
I'm Hovey Smith, and what you see behind me here is the usual result of late summer limb fall from pecan trees. I've got 3 limbs that have just fallen off my tree here during the past 2 weeks, and I'm going to cut them up and do something about them. If you are just moving out into rural America and say this is your first time out here and something like this happens in the place you just bought, what do you do about it? Well, it's very simple. You just basically get the limbs down on the ground where you can work on them safely. You take a smallish chainsaw like this, which you can buy at your local mass market retailer. This has about, I'd say a 14-inch blade and a smaller tool like this knife. And with this you can trim up your limbs fairly easy, stack them and burn them. And this is precisely what we're going to do. Well, I'm having trouble getting the chainsaw started, so I'm going to let it rest. And in the meantime, I'm going to take my knife and lop off some of these smaller limbs. Well, after an attitude adjustment on the chainsaw, I think we've got something to work here. Let's see. Yep, that sounded good. Well, we've used our little tools here, and we've got us a nice little stack of firewood. That first branch has been cleaned up, but we still have one hung in the tree. And what I'm going to do is hook my truck up to it and drag that thing down to the ground, and then we're going to cut it up using a larger saw, just like we did this one. Tomorrow morning, we'll start burning up some of this stuff when there's moisture on the ground and the wind is calm and we can get a good slow burn on the pile. I don't want to do it now this afternoon because it's just too dry.
The ground is wet and we've got our fire going. Now you'll notice the flame and smoke is going straight up. So this is a quiet morning and a good time to burn.
Well, we've really done it. We've got our 3 limbs chopped down and chopped up and stacked and ready to haul off and give to a friend for firewood. And we used our chainsaws here. This is a little small one we started with, and it ultimately slipped its chain off. No big deal, just put it back on. Went and got my big saw here for cutting up the bigger limb. It was an SOB to get going, but once we got it going, it had to warm up once, and then on the second start it gnawed through it just like it knew it was what it was doing. So, yeah, it got it done. Now, this is old equipment. Like I say, none of it's younger than 10 years old. So if you have good equipment, yeah, you can expect better starts than I had, and you can get this job done a little better and a little easier. Now, this is the last go-around for this chain anyway. It's gotten so dull. Yeah, I'm going to put a new one on it. You can get these from Walmart and such. Matter of fact, you can get this saw from Walmart. Nice little saw, by the way. So if you've got huge old pecans like this in the place you bought, yeah, get you a little saw. You're going to need it. For now, this is Hovey Smith reminding you to hunt what you eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe. Goodbye, and see you next time.
Before getting started with your chainsaw, make sure you read the directions, watch the videos, get your proper oil gas mix, your lubricant, and know how it operates before you start cutting up wood. These things will leave really nasty wounds. For information on hunting, crossbows, muzzleloading, and other stuff, go to my website, www.hoveysmith.com. Now you'll also find out about my radio show, Hovey's Outdoor Adventures. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors.